Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and today I'm taking a first impressions look at SteamWorld Dig 2. So I just finished the first SteamWorld Dig about a week and a half ago, I'd say, before I decided I wanted to buy this and get right into it, because I really enjoyed the first one. And so far, I've been really enjoying the second one. It's essentially the first game, but more expanded. Also, right off the bat, I really like this sort of smooth ambient synth, or whatever you want to call it here in the background, with the record hiss and everything. So, this is a digging game, is the easiest way to simplify it. Imagine if Dig Dug became a series and became more and more complex. That's kind of what this reminds me of a little. But I think that's mostly just because of the actual digging and dropping boulders and stuff. But like the first game, we have this kind of hub town on top of a mine, and the mine is where pretty much the entire main part of the game is set, though this game does have some side areas that the first one didn't. But here in town you can buy upgrades, you can sell your ores, and talk to people, get little kind of side quests. But I don't think I have anyone I need to talk to right now, because they would have a little exclamation, so we're just going to head straight down to the mine. One nice thing is that this game has a lot more shortcuts than the first game did into different parts of the mine. In the first game, you pretty much had to buy teleporters and place them yourself, so your shortcuts were kind of all over the place, but here you can see they're pretty nicely spaced out. And I've just reached a new area of the mine below the wall, because this game is also a bit of Metroidvania in that you do need upgrades to progress, as well as upgrades to backtrack and get some of the ore and secrets that you missed earlier. So I just got the explosive upgrade, so now I can fire little explosives, because they're handy for getting stuff above you, as you can't mine in the air. You can't jump and mine. So having something that can get those down helps for ores that you've screwed up, as it is possible to kind of screw yourself out of getting certain ores by digging the wrong path around them and not being able to reach them anymore. But so down here, combat's not very complicated, but it is definitely better than the first game, where every time you hit an enemy, it would make them turn around and you basically just stand there having to wait. Here they actually do, attack you. So like here, I can't get to that, because I can't jump over there, but I can just do that. See at the bottom, we have limited bag space. Each type of ore has a certain capacity you can carry in a stack, and once we fill that up, we just head up to town, sell our ore, and head back down. The water is to power all of your special abilities. Anything but your pickaxe basically uses water, so all your double jumps and your ores and stuff. I have a run, but I've already forgotten how to use it. Oh, that one doesn't use steam, though. Alright, so I think I already went in there. No, I didn't. Well, let me look down here just before we head in there. Usually those kind of caves are little puzzle areas. They either contain just a puzzle you need to solve to get some ore, or they contain a new upgrade you need. Also, another thing the first game didn't have is this XP, so you do get little bonuses where your ore is worth more throughout the game as you fight more creatures. So it is actually worth taking the time to kill them. In the first game, you basically didn't get anything for killing enemies, whereas in this one, they have unique drops that you can sell, as well as giving you XP, obviously. So that's definitely an aspect that I feel is a lot better in this one than the first one. Alright, let's grab this ore. It's feeling like I'm probably going to need a pickaxe upgrade, because oh, I must have died here. Because anytime you start to take more than 2 hits on the regular dirt blocks, you generally want to buy a pickaxe upgrade. Okay, can't get through there without using my fist. Yeah, it's not very effective in combat. But that's the upgrade I just got that'll let me get through these kind of bricks. So I don't think I have a really specific upgrade or objective right now, other than to just keep going deeper until something blocks my path. Yeah, there's just a certain satisfaction to the whole loop of getting more ore, going to the surface, selling it, getting upgrades, so that you can get ore better until you run out of ore to get, and then you need to delve even deeper. Okay, let's check out what's in this door. Mason Station. I think I already did this one. I mean, the map's already explored. I believe this is, yeah, this is where I got the punchy fist. Another little change I like is that in the first game, whenever you filled up on your water, it would actually drain the water, so you couldn't refill. And you didn't get your water back when you went back to town, where you do in this game, so it was kind of a pain in the ass to use your secondary stuff. You'd really just have to track down pools of water, which became farther and farther apart the deeper you got. Alright, so yeah, I guess we're just delving here. Oh, I think I found a secret to the side here. And I'm full up, so I'll have to leave that iron there. Actually, I should probably head back up to the town already, because I'm already full up. And my light's about to run out. The light is not really essential. It's not like you have to worry about getting eaten by Charlie if it gets too dark, but it's kind of important because you can't even see if there's ore in a rock, really, without it. Also, the music gets all spooky. Okay, let's go back to town. Sell our ore to this crab robot. As far as I can tell, the game is set in a post-apocalypse where humans have all died, and all that's left are these robots. Because you do find... well, there's enemies in certain parts of the underground. I think I've only seen a few of them in this game, but there's a bunch of them in the first game as well. As far as I can tell, they're mutated, devolved humans who hid underground after some cataclysm, and now they just throw moonshine bottles and live in toxic sludge. Alright, so we got some new upgrades. Pickaxe Chew. And in addition to getting just straight upgrades, you also get these cogs, which are a neat new system. Essentially, you can find these cogs in secret areas and stuff, and they are slottable upgrades, so I can turn them off and turn on other ones if I'd like. That's actually a pretty nice one. I'm going to equip that so I get a little bit of extra money out of killing enemies. And I might as well see if I can spend this on anything. No, everything's far too expensive for me. Alright, so back into the underground. And that's pretty much the main gameplay loop right there. But yeah, let's see if we can find something new. I don't think this game is too much longer than the first one. The first one's fairly short, like 3 or 4 hours I think it took me. And that was with trying to get all the ore left in the mine. But I think this one is just a little bit longer. I think it's 6 to 8 hours, I read. Which is good. I think these games would overstay their welcome if it was like a 20-hour thing. You know, you can only get better at digging so much before it's just too repetitive. I actually get a decent amount of money out of that, like $7 a pop. Now I have a reason to murder everything. Not that I really needed one. The fist is actually pretty good for knockback. Well, he's dead. He has just killed himself. Okay. And then... Also, if you get to enemies before they break their way out, you can just insta-kill them. Okay, that doesn't really have a big radius like I thought. I think if I had to pick one kind of adjective to just describe this game, I think I would just say pleasant. Like, everything about it, from the music to the presentation to the kind of silly story, is just kind of charming. Oh, I just noticed we have a question mark on our map, which means there's a little story objective in here, maybe? Okay, so when you see this crack, you have to find the 1 point at the end of it, and it will destroy the entire thing. So when I break this, this whole thing around me will break. I wonder if I just need to get back up to the top to get that ore before it all breaks. Is objective up, or not objective, a cog up there. So, oh. On the map it looks like there's another. No, okay, never mind. Let's say another jump there. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but I assume it is. I don't know what to do here. Ah, shit. Oh, that might have been the right thing. It's definitely the right thing to get over here. But I feel like I missed something up top there. Yeah, and I can't hit that from here. I need to upgrade the range of my bomb. I got the cog. I mean, the nice thing about these rooms is it's not permanent if you miss stuff, because the room resets when you leave. Okay, that is an abyss. I didn't lose the cog, so I can just redo this now and try to go the other way. These puzzle rooms all felt fairly fun but doable. I never felt there was one where I was just like, I have no idea how to solve this, which, you know, I'm not a puzzle master, so that's not that uncommon for things to happen like that in games, where I'm just like, yeah, I'm stumped. Though usually it's one of those things where I have to step away from the puzzle, come back later, and suddenly be like, how did I not see that? How am I so stupid? Okay, I want to get up, well, not getting anywhere there. I have to wall jump to get up to those little cracks. Oh, can't even see the area map. But I think I'll just come back to this later. It'll probably just be ore up there. Okay, it was only marked as a question mark to show that it was new. Well, I can't get that from there, but if I go over the top and drop down, that's just more ironium. I'm not sure why it's not just iron when a lot of the other materials are just actual materials. Okay, drop down to here. That's new. Crumbly blocks. I kind of want to press ahead here just so we don't spend too much time just digging, so we can get to maybe a little story beat or something. can see the little fire buddy we have that reminds me of a character from Howl's Moving Castle, the little ember sprite from that. Well, here's the problem though. I cannot go back up until I find another tube. Right, I gotta stop trying to mine that stuff until I can actually carry it. Okay, so this looks like another Shiner hideout where we'll see those mutant humans. What is that? Murder bird. Okay, I don't think he can get back up here. I feel like I'm just digging myself deeper here, both literally and figuratively. I was kind of hoping there might be a tube down here. Oh boy, I am so dead. Oh yeah, now the dirt's getting harder. This is the end of me. So, unlike the first game, I don't think you drop your resources when you die, they're just gone forever, so... Considering there's a finite amount of ore in the game, you don't want to lose too many. Okay... I guess I'll get the bigger backpack. And let's go back and check out that new area, and I think we'll call it there. That'll probably be a good place to stop after we get through that. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little video on this because I've been playing it anyway. I didn't do a first impressions for the first game. I just kind of played it on my own because, well, a lot of the times I'll end up not playing a game that I buy brand new because I'm like, oh, I gotta wait until I've done the video so that it's still fresh and new for some of these, and then I end up, you know, taking months to get around to them because of that. Because there's so many things in my things I want to record scheduled. But yeah, I've got a huge backlog of stuff that I bought even in the last, like, 2 or 3 months that I want to get to, even before getting to all the other stuff that I've had for a while. I do gotta say that those Evil Within videos do hold me up a little because I end up avoiding editing them for a while because it takes longer than, you know, just doing a normal edit, having to go through the whole video, cut out a couple second clips at a time before even getting to editing the audio for the main episode. Oh, is this guy not hostile? Swifty Sean. Would you shink your gun? And there's Fen, who is basically an asshole fire sprite. Is that Buff Summer? No, she doesn't seem very, brain devolved. And the plot's pretty simple because Dorothy here, who was the person you turned in your ore to in the first game, is looking for the main character of the first game who went missing after destroying a giant computer machine, evil computer machine at the bottom of the mine. In high-tech futuristic ruins. Also, nobody here seems to realize, like, they talk about humans, and, you know, them destroying themselves or whatever, but they never seem to talk about the Shiners as being humans, like they don't realize. I guess this makes Rusty pretty much just a straight-up murderer from the first game. It did seem like a little bit of a Diablo 1 situation at the end of the first game, where, having defeated Vectron, he fused with it, and thus, potentially, is now possessed by Diablo. I feel like Granny's days are numbered with all that lit dynamite attached to her. Alright there, calm down, HK. Bagar Glabagurd. Marak Spaglerb. Baglar. Oh, here's a shortcut. And, yep. That stuff's like acid or something. And it's what they all drink, which is maybe why they're all somewhat, you know, brain damaged. Drinking like battery acid or whatever it is. Go on, yeah, get it. Alright, guess that'll be a door for later. Alright, so, guess if I go in this tool shed I might get a new upgrade. And then I'll head back to town, sell my ore, and call it a day. I will say too, one more thing comparing this with the first one. This one looks a lot better. Like, it's the same art style, but I feel like everything has more detail to it. Like, even just the walls here are a lot more complex than any of the walls the first game had. Alright, upgrade machine, let's see what I get. Hookshot. We getting Zelda up in here. Wow, that is extremely useful. Since you kind of didn't have a way to get back up to places before. I like how it launches you too. Ooh. I don't even know. Oh, that's a relic. They're like collectibles, except they actually do give you something when you get certain numbers of them from a collector guy. I guess I can't jump down. Oh, it's that wooden block there in the middle. I guess we're not going to give that back. So it doesn't really do damage, but anything to set off those prickly plants. Oh, I'm not sure why I don't just jump up the wall. That'd be it. And I do wish you could check out the area map that you're in and not just the main map. So there is a smart bot on the surface, some sort of robot trying to build a rocket? Oh geez, everybody wants something now. I really do like the amount of mobility that adds now. It could just be so much faster now that you can just shoot right back up instead of having a wall jump. Oh, so that's what's over there. So I've gone over there before, as you can see here, but I couldn't get up there. I guess with a hookshot I can get up the cliff now. What about you, horseman bot? Not sure what that little platform is for. Ronald Hubbot, like L. Ron Hubbard. It's Scientology. I mean, I guess Scientology is one of those things that you can never really stop taking the piss out of. It's just too silly. Anyhow, I've been Shadefire. This is SteamWorld Dig 2, and I have been enjoying it. I think the first game was good, and if you ever, get the urge for a short little digging experience, it's only like $8, I think, now? This game is 20, but again, it seems to be improved and expanded in pretty much every way, so it seems worthwhile. Anyhow, I hope you'll join me and dig with me again somewhere else deep underground. Until then, take care.